on some popcorn.
I love Discovery Family. You feel a sense of belonging. I grew up in Kenya, but was born in Somalia and living in a refugee camp. Life was not always easy, and education was the only way that everyone thought that they can be successful in life. My role at Discovery is to close the achievement gap. And to do that, you'll first have to identify the factors that are really leading to the achievement gap. There was one student who had a hard time connecting with teachers. I started meeting with him, talking about his future and what that might look like if he gets the education that he needs. And that student today graduated from St. Cloud State with a 4 years degree. As you work with kids and family in needs, you can see that it was not just a talk that you had, but it's just a life change. What really keeps me here is the passion that I have for making a difference in the lives of those in need.
Well, it started when I was like 3 years old. I played school every single day and I did chores so then I could buy anything that I could that had to do with school. You start with a lot of hugs. They come in, they either have breakfast, they come sit down on the rug when they hear the little chimes, and we start our morning. It's amazing to see from at the beginning of first grade to the beginning of second grade to where they can totally put together paragraphs at this point in the year. So the funny thing is I was talking to my kiddos and telling them, like, okay, I know what a teacher means to me. I want to know from you guys, what does it mean to be a teacher? And they're like, well, you teach us stuff. It means you have to give hugs. You keep us safe. You know how to help us if we're sad. All those little pieces where when I was hearing them, where it was going past the academics, we wear so many hats. Being a teacher to me just means you have a passion in so many areas. Feelings, families, community. I love what I do. I'll have students that I had, 5, 6 years ago, and it's, Miss Quimby. You can definitely tell, even the ones that I haven't sat down at a table with, you somehow still have been there or touched their hearts.
So my journey into education began with my mom. My mom had a childcare center and she became my first teacher. I can remember being at home with her and helping her with the little ones. She had a lot of structure. I was following my mom's footsteps with being an educator. When I got to high school, my 9th grade biology teacher was the first teacher that really inspired me in the sciences. Science moved from a textbook to hands-on experiments. My role is to expose students to STEM. STEM is extremely important. We're hearing that there are not enough people qualified for those jobs. We're preparing those students early on. I tell them, let's not call this a class. Let's call this a lab. It's so important for them to hear that language and to begin to see themselves as scientists. I say, well, did you do the science experiment today? You're a scientist. You did the work. I wish I would have had someone to tell me that early on, but I'm gonna inspire them right now. If I could go back to kindergarten and have that teacher that told me I could be an engineer, I would have been an engineer. I love this stuff. So my mission has been imparting to them that they can become anything they want to. You can do it if you put your heart into it and it's something that you really want to do. I love the work that I do, and my mission is just to inspire.
I am 742.
I am 742.
I am 742.